So hey y'all, first thing. Oh, I don't have the sound on yet. This works. All right, hopefully y'all can hear me now. First day in Cape Town, just had a grocery stop at Woolies. So about to put my groceries away, think start cooking, pour a glass of wine, and we can talk about travel day as well as the first day here in Cape Town. And y'all get into the view right quick. Let's see. Woo! So I have a lovely ocean view flat. Um, so yeah, hey Jaden, how are you? Welcome in. So yeah, I went grocery shop. So today, let's talk about today. Let's talk about travel day. I want to start cooking dinner and put some of these groceries away. And figured I would kill some time doing that. And we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll go out later. I don't know. But anywho, my name is Carlene. This is my channel, See It With C. I am here in Cape Town for a week. And this is day number 1. So I wanted to talk about travel day. Wanted to talk about how I spent the first day or so here and answer any questions you may have. And hopefully y'all can hear me okay. So let's see. I arrived here yesterday evening. Yeah, I decided to do, hey, Genius World says, are you in an Airbnb? Yeah, I decided to do Airbnb this time around. So my friends are coming in tomorrow, starting tomorrow morning. I did a grocery store run, y'all. So I'm gonna put these groceries away and chat with you, cook with you, talk with you. Maybe I should pour a glass of wine first, let's see. But yeah, usually I don't do Airbnbs. I prefer to stay, and let me know, can y'all hear me okay? I prefer to stay, I probably should put y'all under a better light. Hopefully the light's okay. I prefer usually to stay like at a hotel, particularly if I'm traveling solo. But what happened was, do I want red or white? What happened was, my friends are coming. They did a house, but they're staying for 2 weeks. So I decided it didn't make sense for me to stay 2 weeks with them since I'll be, oh great, thank you for letting me know. It didn't make sense for me to stay there with them because they're staying for 2 weeks. I'm only going to be here till next week. So I just decided to get an Airbnb close to where they are. And I'm familiar with this area. I've been to South Africa and probably Cape Town. I feel like every time I come here, I always come to Cape Town. Sometimes I don't go to Joburg, but I come to Cape Town. So I just was like, let me just get an Airbnb. So I researched, and sometimes they're hit and miss. I actually found a very cute Airbnb. So my plan is to, whenever I create vlogs for this, put the description because I have a super host. She's amazing. I have the flat to myself, but it's a perfect space for no more than 2 people. And it has an amazing view. Yesterday I ordered wine from Uber Eats, so I am pouring me a glass of Chenin Blanc. Cheers. And I am about to, sorry, you can hear it. Most of the places made in Cape Town or in South Africa are mostly concrete. So, hello, Layla B. So you can hear often your neighbors. So my neighbors are just passing behind me. But I'm pouring me a glass of Chenin Blanc here. I ordered this from Uber Eats yesterday. And I can show you all the backyard area. I'm gonna put these groceries away that I purchased. And let's just talk about getting here, any questions you might have. But I'm gonna show you the view first. So let's take a quick walk, let's see. All right, so this is like I'm such a water baby and I love seeing the ocean. So this is the view. It's quite lovely. Yeah, isn't it beautiful, Gina's World? Yeah, the sun is setting. It's probably already set on that side there. But that's what I get to wake up to every day. And welcome in 4 people. So yeah, really cool view. All right, so let's see. Not yesterday, I forgot. It took me about 20 hours to get here. I think I can put y'all here. And then if I put y'all here, I think y'all can see me do all the things. But yeah, I got here yesterday. on the 26th. I'm like, I have no concept of what time is, etc. Let's look in the comments really quickly. So let's see what we got here. Jaden saying, hey, Gina's World is here. They can hear me fine. Lala B is here. Welcome in. Beautiful view. How was your flight? Yeah, let's get into that. And sorry, the mosquitoes are getting me already. It's so nice outside. I have like the doors and the windows open. But let's talk about that. So I left DC on Christmas Day, on the 25th. And I started with coming from, basically my flight was DC to Doha. So that was 12 hours and 15 minutes across. And then I had literally, so let's talk about that part of the flight. I was in a Q suite. So some of you all caught the live. I was in a Q suite and I was able to, I feel like my lips are ashy. I was able to, oops, now y'all get to come with me to the bathroom. I was able to enjoy that experience. I'm sorry, I need some Burt's Bees. The Q suite was like totally worth it, particularly on the first leg. Now the second leg, it wasn't Q suite, it was just business class. So, hey sugar, hey cruising capers. Sorry, I felt like I need a little chapstick, my lips were dry. This is the bathroom. Yeah, it was pretty smooth sailing, on-time departure out of DC. Hey, Kristen, saying hey, see you in chat. And sorry, y'all, if I'm not monitoring the chat closely. I probably could pull up my phone so that I can look on my phone and use this camera to vlog myself. Sorry, I'm going to finish getting my thoughts. I'm just organizing myself at the moment, so I apologize if I'm a little all over the place. Let's see, I can use this phone to actually monitor the comments. So yeah, 12 hours and 50 minutes across. So leaving out of DC, I can even probably go further away. And smooth flight overall. I did the Q suite on the way there. Q suite, totally worth it. So the last time, confession, I know some of y'all are probably like, oh, she's in business class. Let me tell y'all, School of Hard Knocks. The first few times I ever went to South Africa, hey, Travel Yes We See, I'm in here putting my groceries away. I went grocery shopping here in Cape Town, and then I'm about to cook dinner, so I figured I would just do that with y'all. Hey, Autobot Diva says, oh, see, that Amerikaans is kicking in. How is that, Kappenstad? How is it going in Cape Town? Kappenstad is Cape Town, awesome. It's going well, it's going well. So right now I'm talking about, and welcome in 12 people. So yeah, the Q suite was totally worth it because most times, I think I've only flown back one time, I flew to South Africa a couple times in business class, but usually I haven't done both ways. I've only done it, most times I catch business going too because I don't want to land here tired. But the last time I came here, actually, I did the 15-hour route from Atlanta to Johannesburg, and that was 15 hours straight. So I don't know, like I'm just getting to the point now that I'm like, I need the comfort. And so I was like, well, what a better way to spend Christmas than to spend Christmas in a Q suite. So I gifted myself, after, a long 2024, I have not been here in 2 years. I decided like, I'm gonna go ahead and like gift myself. That's my Christmas gift to myself. Like treat yourself, right? So I needed some paper towels, so that's not like an amenity on the Airbnbs. So I went ahead and upgraded. Now going back, at the moment going back, I'm supposed to be in economy. So y'all pray for my back, neck, and shoulders. But I definitely treated myself too. So yeah, you all saw the live coming here. There's a live video if you haven't caught it. It's only 15 minutes titled Christmas in a Q Suite. And you get to see me boarding the plane in Dulles. You get to see me see the initial views of the Q Suite. Well, here is the behind the scenes that you all may or may not know. And forgive me, I'm catching myself. Here we go. Now I can monitor the chat. In Dulles. You get to see me. Sorry, my speaker picked me up. Turn this down. So what you did not see was I got in trouble. I got in trouble for a recording by Qatar Airlines staff. Hold on, let me turn off this light because we gotta save electricity. So what y'all didn't see was I got in trouble for recording from Qatar Airlines staff. So I boarded the Q suite, and as y'all saw, the lady. Well, when I got on board, everything was fine. I kind of had like I was just so excited. I want to get the content, so I had like a GoPro on my book bag strap. I was mic'd up, and then I had y'all on my phone. And so when I got on, the lady immediately noticed I was recording, and she was like, no recording staff, no recording other guests. And I immediately was like, yes, I complied. I didn't I just like, yes, okay. And so if you're watching it live, I'm like, kind of just showing the suite. I made sure I didn't catch anybody else in the cabin. Well, when I ended the live, because I could tell, like, one, I got on late, because if y'all watched the live, I went to Starbucks because I wanted to gift the workers from Starbucks. And sorry, I'm putting my groceries away. I went and gifted the workers from the airline Starbucks, because I was like, you don't get them chocolate because nobody actually can use chocolate, those kind of things. So I was like, let me gift them a Starbucks gift card, and shout out to Rich and Jazz. They went half on the Starbucks gift card, so I appreciate y'all for that. I gave those to the people on my plane, and they were so grateful, so grateful. It's actually interesting. One flight attendant actually, she was in a Qatar Airlines commercial, and she was like, as we were landing, she was like, hey, when you watch this video, you'll see me here. And actually she was such a beautiful woman. So, but anywho, I got in trouble for recording because I had all this stuff on me, like mic, I had 2 cameras, I had my GoPro attached. And so I could tell like I was the last person to get on the plane because of the Starbucks run. And then, so, I rushed through doing the live or whatever. And as soon as I ended, because I could feel like, I was the last person to get in business class, and like there was only a few more passengers left from economy to get on. So I was like, I could feel people watching me. So I was like, okay, let me end this live. So as soon as I put the camera away, the flight attendant, she came up and she was explaining to me how to work the Q suite because, like there are a lot of, mechanical features to the point that you can break stuff. Like they really adamant about like don't have anything in the way whenever you're doing the lay flat bed, those kind of things. And I had my mic on me, so I wasn't sure if she had saw it, but as a precaution, I had just kind of like took the mic off and put it on the side. And in my head, that was a gesture of like, I didn't want you to think I mic'd up. Well, she probably wasn't paying attention on the mic because I had all black on until I put the mic on the counter. And when I put the mic on the counter, everything was cool. She walked away. So then I put my book bag off and, oh, thank you, Gina's World. Appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat for sure. Thank y'all so much. So she wasn't paying attention to Mike, and it just shows you like sometimes you can overthink things and nobody's paying attention to you until you do extra, and then she's paying attention to you. So I put my mic down, I put my book bag off. Next thing, y'all, the flight manager and a lady who was in like the ground staff manager came up and they were like, Dr. Reid? And I was like, yes. I feel like I need to get in the comments. Hold on, let me see, because I see people laughing at Travel SVC. That means they're cutting up. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna finish my story in a second. Hey, Game Changer saying, hey, Niecy. Hey, Kristen. Travel SVC says, good evening. Autobadiwa says, yay. How was that, Cape Town? I'll tell you how Cape Town is in a second. Joburg is Josie. Now, I knew what Joburg is. Joburg is definitely Josie. I did not know what Cape Town is. Game Changer says, is it night there and no jet lag yet? Let me show you again because I know 17 people came in afterwards. I'll show you the view. The sun is setting. These braids are heavy. 1 second, I'll take you around one more again. I'll finish my story. So this is what it looks like. It is probably 7 o'clock now, 7 o'clock-ish. But the sun is still setting. And this is the view from where I'm staying. Isn't it beautiful? Still a little bit of sun left. Isn't it beautiful? It's actually known for like its sundown. And there's a whole culture of, instead of calling it happy hour, you have sundowners. So that's where I'm from. I had sundowners, and then I went to the grocery store. We'll put y'all back over here. Uh, so um, it's like a whole culture of you have a drink, and then you have a drink, you watch the sunset, and then kind of start your evening. So I had sundowners, and now then I went grocery shopping because I wanted to cook something for myself. I've been kind of just doing like the whole relaxation before my friends come, because I know once they get here, it's gonna be like super turned up. So anywho, so where I stop on my story. So, oh, wait, I was supposed to get in here. Travel yesterday says late to business class. Oh no, half the fun is seeing the jealous stares from the comment, folks. Yeah, so, oh my gosh, it's so many pieces of this story. I'm gonna take my time because we're gonna be here for a while. So the backstory for that, if you ever fly out of Dulles Airport in Washington, D.C., who is that? Turkeisha says, hey, C, hey, Turkeisha. So the Dulles, what's it called? Qatar Airlines does not have a dedicated, lounge in Dulles Airport. It has and I'm putting my groceries away if y'all are here. I just went grocery shopping because I wanted some snacks, and I'm gonna do some cooking this evening instead of eating out, because I'll be eating out prior to the rest of the week. So I just went ahead and got me some groceries. So in Dulles Airport, there's not a dedicated, lounge for Qatar Airlines. You don't get the dedicated lounge until you get to Doha. So they share the lounge with Turkish Airlines, which, if you know anything about Dulles, Turkish Airlines is also the Priority Pass lounge. All that to say is not the best lounge experience, in my opinion. When I got there, I got some honey. When I got there, oh shit, I almost dropped the honey. Glad I caught that. This is not a children's channel because I cuss. So I got there, and I got there on Christmas Day, so like it was low on staff. So this lady, and like not everybody drinks like Americans. So this lady was pretty much like, she was standing in for another staff member who was usually the bartender. So she was like, I don't know how to do this drink situation. This lady poured me a full glass of wine, a beer, in a beer glass. So that's why I was late to board in first class. And I was also late because I wanted to not get the flight attendant's chocolate, but I wanted to get them Starbucks gift cards. So literally, I was the last person to board business, and it was to the point that they opened up both the business class doors for basically everyone because they wanted people to, hurry up and get on the plane. So not only am I like I was two black people. I think one guy might have been African in first class, but I'm coming up on first class in like all these microphones, camera situations, etc. So I drew attention to myself. So anywho, the ground staff and the ground staff manager, as well as the flight attendant, the manager of the flight attendants, walk up to my suite, and they're like, Dr. Reid, and I'm like, yes. And they're like, we noticed that you had a microphone. Do you have permission to record? Because you have to write to corporate to get permission to record, etc. And so y'all, if you know anything about that, that is the perfect time for them to put you off the plane because the gates are still open. So I was like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I was like, I'm so sorry. I said, no, it's not for like a business. This is just a hobby. I'll turn it off. And they were just like, okay, thank you. Because there is a strict culture related to recording for Qatar, for their employees, as well as like just kind of the Middle East or whatever. So I was a little probably too excited to give y'all the Q Suite experience, but I still gave y'all the Q Suite experience, but they were definitely not playing with my ass. All right, let me get back in the chat. Let's see, who else we got here? Yeah, so I was late to business class for that reason, trying to buy gifts and trying to drink a wine poured beer or wine poured in a beer glass. Like she gave me, I don't even know how many ounces that is. Like she poured me like 20 ounces of wine. Game Changer says, oh my God, nice view. Travel SEC says crowded lounge, but usually good food. Not in Turkish Airlines travel. Yes, we see that lounge for Turkish Airlines is trash. Because it's priority pass, so it's not dedicated to Turkish Airlines. So literally, they only had one thing I could eat. So anywho, got on the plane, got accosted by the flight attendant manager. But I still got a little bit of content. But I swear, y'all, as soon as I would hit record, because I was trying to I was like, okay, let me not bring the mic out, because I was like, I don't want to get, when you land, like if you do something on the plane and you land, like they can like escort you off. So I was like, I'm about to be in Doha, like let me not cut up, like let me just, chill. So I got a good amount of footage, a little bit of footage. I wanted to get more, but because of that scene, that whole issue, I was a little spooked out about fully recording. So I didn't record too hard in the Q suite, but I still have some stuff. But I swear every time I would turn on my camera to record, like somebody would walk by. So I felt like they were watching me, or maybe I was paranoid. I don't know. Teen Reese, hey Teen Reese Travels, welcome to in. It's saying, hey C, can't stay, but wanted to pop in and say hi. Enjoy your trip, and we'll catch the replay. Thank you for popping in. Please catch the replay if you can. I'm basically summarizing my flight as well as day one here in Cape Town and cooking for myself. I'm just kind of taking it easy, and I might go out tonight. I don't know, but trying to take it easy before the crew arrives tomorrow. The first member of the crew gets here at 8 a.m. So I'm like, let me prepare myself because it's about to be nonstop once other folks get here. Who else we got in here? Gina's World says, how long is the flight from Doha to Cape Town? So from Doha to Cape Town, it is about 9 hours, over 9 hours. And that side of the flight, I slept the whole time. And I'll get into that in a second. So yeah, I pretty much stayed awake the whole way from DC to Doha, which was 12 hours and 50 minutes or so. I kind of like put the seat in recline just to lay down. So I might have kind of snoozed off for like 2 hours, but I didn't stay asleep too long because I wanted to experience the Q suite because I knew when I got to the plane in Doha, it wasn't going to be as good. Because confession, at airlines, y'all need to get it together. But I don't know what it's up with, like, whenever these routes, like, they'll give you good planes from DC to Europe, DC to the Middle East. But for some reason, whatever the planes are that are going from down to Africa in general, they give the worst planes to the flights heading to Africa. And it's terrible. So, like, it was a nice experience, but, like, that wasn't their best product. And I've flown United, I've flown Lufthansa, I've flown Qatar before, I've flown, who else? A bunch of other, like, Delta, and they all seem to, like, give you the crappy planes whenever you're heading to the continent for some reason. Somebody texted me. But anywho, what was I saying? So yeah, the second leg wasn't a Q suite, but it was still business. So I was able to lay down. But when I was in the Q suite, I was like, look, I am really going to enjoy myself because this is 12 hours I'm not going to get back. So when I say y'all, I stayed up late and I ordered everything. Like I ordered everything on the menu. The lobster Newburgh, chef's kiss, perfection. What else? I ordered a steak and cheese. That was probably the worst thing I had the whole flight was a steak and cheese. Berries and honey, orange blossom honey, perfect. The lobster Newburgh had a mouche bouche that was a little chunk of cold lobster over top of like zucchini noodles, perfect. What else did I eat? I feel like I ate so much stuff. And then they had like a wine list to die for, so I drank all of that too. To the point that like when I got here, I was so dehydrated and I had a headache. All right, let's get in the chat for a second, see who else we got in here. Mark Hackett says, wow, SA, C is definitely making moves. I'm trying. Well, you know what, Mark, this is like I've lost count on how many times I've been to South Africa. This might be like my 8th time here or so. So I've done South Africa with a group. I've done South Africa solo. I've done South Africa for business. Like, this is my place. This is like my happy, like the place I come for like restoration. But it's probably my favorite place in the world. Like I never thought that I would be in the place where I'm always like I'm kind of a person that like I can go to one place and be like one and done. And like I don't need to go back to places over and over again. But for some reason, like South Africa is a place that I can come to over and over and over again, and I'm totally happy. I'm totally fine. So yeah, thank you. Hey, my cruising family, welcome into the chat. Who else you got? Your favorite couple is saying, hey, C in the chat. Welcome in your favorite couple. The Fox's Den is here. Hey, G Fox, welcome in. G Fox is saying, what's up, Carlene? Hey, my cruising family says, well, you know what? Sounds like you actually got to relax in your Q suite that you paid for, girl. It's all good. Yeah, I did. I actually was able to kind of like, and they had Christmas movies. So they had like a wonderful, if you haven't watched what's it called? If you haven't watched the live stream, watch the live stream. Because that really showed all of the things. But they had a bunch of Christmas movies, so I watched that. I ordered dinner. Oh, at first I ordered breakfast. They had like a spinach quiche. That was good. What else? So then, yeah, I try to stay awake as long as possible because I was like, I'm getting my full money's worth for that one. I didn't even have them. Like, I stayed awake so much, I didn't even tell them to make up the bed. I was just like, I'm going to stay awake. Who else you got? My cruising family says, you guys booked an Airbnb. I booked an Airbnb, and my friends are doing a house. So what I was saying was my friends are going to be here for 2 weeks, and I'm only going to be here 1 week because I am hopping on a cruise ship out of Doha on January 4th. So it didn't make sense for me to go in with them on the house because they're staying for 2 weeks, and I'm just going to be here for 1 week. So I was like, I want to do Airbnb. Usually I do hotels, but I'm pretty familiar with this area that I'm staying in. So I knew exactly like what to look for in regards to location and amenities and those kind of things. So usually I don't like Airbnbs. This is actually a very good one. The superhost, Tanya, she's very responsive. Everything's in order. So I like it. I like it. So who else we got? Travel Yes We See says, always trash planes to Africa unless it's a direct nonstop, or Ethiopian all new equipment. See, I had a friend, the last time I came here in 2022, my homegirl Hobbin, she came a few days before the rest of us. I think, did she spend Christmas here? But she did Ethiopian Airlines over with a short stop in Addis Ababa. But she didn't tell me about the equipment. But I know like it's literally like you'll get the really nice plane from the States to like Europe, and whatever they send down, it's like terrible. It's terrible. It's never the enhanced equipment to the continent. And it's weird because every time I come down, those flights are always like full. They're always booked, but they never send the good equipment to like the continent. They always like roll back, or they send like the older version of whatever the product is. So yeah, what I was saying was I had the Q Suite coming over from DC to Doha, but from Doha down, it was just a regular business. I don't say like just a regular. It was a business class setup, but it was not the same level of service, which kind of made sense price wise. But it's just like, why can't the nice planes? It's because they're sold out. But I don't know why they don't send the nice planes to the continent. And that's me going to. I've been to, so far on the continent, I've come to South Africa many times. I went to Ghana. I've been to Morocco. I've been to Tanzania. So I think 4 countries on the continent. And every time it's always the trash plane for the layover. Travel Yes We See says, my cruising family says, yeah, Travel Yes We See. The nonstop from Newark is a decent plane, but would be nice for the Qatar and Emirates planes to do that route too. Yeah. Yeah, I just found out that, United Airlines does a straight flight from DC to Dulles, because the last time I flew here, was that the last time? No, the last time I came, I flew Delta, and I flew from DC to Atlanta to Johannesburg down to Cape Town. The time before that, I did United business class. That was terrible. And it was to the point that like literally, like the first leg, my flight attendant was terrible. I woke up and it was a black lady, and she was just like it was the starting flight attendant. I don't really know who that was, but when I woke up in the middle of the flight, it was a black lady assisting me, and she was just like, she was trying to figure me out. She was like, oh, are you here for business? Are you coming for whatever? And I was like, no, we just, a group of us kind of come and do New Year's. And she was like, well, how are you liking the Polaris? That's United's business class experience. And I was just like, it's all right. Not super comfortable. sis gave me like 2 bottles of champagne to get off the plane with, like, and she was like very attentive after that. Like, she was like, I'm about to give her everything. Because one point I fell asleep and she was like, oh, I was looking for you to give you like more wine. And I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, I don't know what it is about why they won't send the newer first class products to the continent, but it is what it is. On the go, Yellow says that's how I feel about certain destinations. I'm not sure what you mean, Yellow. Can you elaborate, Yellow? Because I'm a little behind the chat. Turkisha says, I like your dress. Thank you. It's Sheen. So today I was like, I walked from my Airbnb down into town. It's like maybe a 15-minute walk. But I wanted something to be able to like, you know, when I got down there, and I realized I didn't pack like any exercise clothes. Not that it was like an exercisey kind of walk. It was all downhill. But I was kind of like, I wanted to be able to, like, when I got down there and go into like the different spots, look presentable. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna throw this dress and put some sneakers on. Who else we got in here? Oh, I muted myself. Uh-oh. The Fox's Den says, making sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Yes, please hit that thumbs up if you're here. Because I think, what is it, 1 o'clock? It's 1 o'clock on a Friday on the East Coast of the United States. Keisha H is here. Hey, Keisha H saying, hey there, Carlene and chat friends. Welcome in. Travel FCC that says, that's why I like the Turkish Lounge because United Clubs has a bottom shelf liquor and cheese cubes. Everything is relative. Oh, yeah, I totally agree. I would just think I would say the Turkish Lounge in Dulles. So maybe it's like what airport you're in, but the Turkish Lounge in Dulles Airport sucks because it's a priority pass lounge. Now, a Turkish Airlines lounge, if you're coming through Istanbul, might be fine. And talking about lounge, I was not able to get into the Hamad, the Qatar Airways lounge in Doha. Like, that is one of the pinnacle lounges to get into in the world. My connection was so short. Like, literally, when I got off the plane, my plane to Cape Town was boarding, so I did not get into the Hamad lounge just yet. We'll see. But I will say it just depends on where the lounge is. But because the one in Dulles shares partnership with the Priority Pass, I feel like they don't put out all of their stuff, and it's super crowded, and it's kind of just like, okay. I've been in the United Club in Newark. That was nice, but I went during the holidays, so it was like terribly crowded, and I think that's where I got COVID. Not this time around, but like 3 trips ago, I had COVID coming to South Africa. I was not like already, when I got here, I was like immediately sick. So I either got COVID from the United Lounge or I got it like partying here. But I literally like day 3 or 2, I was already sick. On the Go with Yellow says, your feelings on visiting South Africa. I feel the same way about other destinations. Oh, okay. Like, meaning you can go back multiple times. Like, some places I'm just like, okay, it was nice to see, and I'm glad I don't have to come back. But South Africa is a place I'm like, I can come here time and time again. I'm good. All About Diva says, yes, the airport lounges are life. Absolutely, because literally outside the United States, most airports don't have places for you to stay, for you to sit and be comfortable. Like, you're just like sitting in gym pop, waiting to figure out like what you want to do. Alrighty, so what else? So we talked about the flight from DC to Doha. That experience was amazing. I got in trouble for recording, but still amazing. They gave me PJs, pajamas. That was great. And then landed in Doha and had to book it to get to my layover. Because at some point, I don't know when, I was supposed to have an hour and a half in Doha. It ended up being like 45 minutes. And that 45 minutes was literally having the truck from gate A terminal to like C terminal. And like C83, I think was the gate. So not the beginning of the C, it was like, book it. So then I boarded the plane from Doha to, that was heading to Doha to Cape Town. And that was it was okay. I finally crashed, like I finally went to sleep. So I got a really good night's sleep. And like the person, I told them to like make up the bed. That bed was very comfortable, but I conked out. But pro tip, I conked out to the point that like I only had 2 hours left. So pro tip, before you conk out, order the food that you want, because literally the menu was not the same. heading from Doha to Cape Town, and the one item that I wanted, they had already sold out of. Like, it was gone. And so I had to get some dry ass turkey. That turkey was so dry. Um, I had to get some dry turkey because I wanted the penne pasta or whatever it was, but like, and the rest was like lamb. I'm not a big fan of lamb, and particularly I don't think I want lamb on the plane. So when I woke up, I only woke up with like 2.5 hours left. And they were like, oh, we ran out of what you want. No, actually, I started with, I had a waffle to start. The waffle on the plane was not great. It was dried out. And then the penne was sold out, or not sold out, but they had like served it to everyone. That was gone. Because I don't think nobody else wanted like the lamb shank or whatever it was. It was like some sort of lamb. Nobody wanted it. So when I woke up, it was gone. And I ended up just getting dry turkey. It sustained me. And then we were landing in Cape Town. So yeah, pretty smooth flights both ways, like both sides. Coming out of DC, a little turbulence over the Atlantic, heading down to South Africa, very smooth heading down. Like, I don't think it was no bumps heading down. Coming over from DC, we hit a couple pockets. But yeah, so I was landing in Cape Town. I got here at like 5:25-ish. I totally forgot, like, the sun is still up. So it was cool to land in daylight. And then the person that we hired to drive, like, we have a person who's like, his name is Reid. Reid drives us whenever we're here. Reid was already waiting for me, got my bags, and headed over here to Cape Town. And it's interesting because Cape Town and Camps Bay, or Cape Town like business district side versus Camps Bay, two different weather patterns. So like when I landed over in Cape Town, which is the same kind of temp, but like by the airport, sunny, warm, hot. Got to Camps Bay, the, what is it called? Fog from the mountain, from Table Mountain was over, and it was like foggy when I got here, foggy and cold. And that's literally like a 20-minute drive. Two different, I guess, what is it called? Not biome, is biomes the right word? I don't even know. But two different weather patterns. So when I got here, y'all, I literally like crashed. I did what you're not supposed to do. Like, you're supposed to like try to stay awake until it's nighttime. I did not follow my own, I don't know. I can't even say like directions. I literally like conked out, fell asleep on the couch, woke up, then transferred myself to the bed, got to the bed, and I was like wide awake from like 12:30 a.m. this time to like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I had to pry myself out of bed at like 11:30 because I was like, you gotta get up and start moving. Otherwise, like, you're gonna get in this really weird pattern. All right, let's see who got in the chats. Only Go With Yellow says, no travel hiccups. Yeah, no travel hiccups, thankfully. And y'all, it was wild because when I was in my bed, like I couldn't, because I had conked out when I got here and went to sleep, which you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to try to stay awake as long as you can when you land. I broke the rule. I went to sleep. But when I was up in the middle of the night scrolling, I saw that there was a plane that actually crashed yesterday on Christmas Day. And if you know, I flew out on Christmas Day. There was a plane out of Azerbaijan that I think crashed in Kazakhstan, and they're thinking that it was shot down, maybe looking at the holes in the tail. And it was just kind of like a moment. I kind of teared up. Like, I teared up a couple times yesterday. I teared up landing because it's so beautiful coming into, like, when you're starting to land on the continent, they tell you, like, pull up the window shades, and you just kind of see, like, wow, this is like the continent of Africa. It's just overwhelming. But then when I read that article yesterday, it made me tear up because I was just like, wow, we were literally in the skies at the same time, you know, and there were people who didn't make it down safely yesterday, same time while I was traveling. So I kind of like prayed for those people because I just can't imagine. And because of, I think the article was saying possibly like an accident by the Russians. I don't know, or the Russians were covering up. I don't know. It's kind of over the territory that, you know. So they thought it was like a mistaken, I guess, identity for that plane. But that was kind of like a solemn moment because I was like, dang, you know, I had a really smooth flight, beautiful flight, gifted myself, and there were people who didn't make it down out of the sky yesterday, at least not safely. On the Go With Yellow says, trying to stay awake is hard to do. Yeah, particularly like when you're by yourself. Like, usually like, well, my friends are coming tomorrow, but like there was nobody in here to like make noise and talk to. So I literally like, I laid on the couch, I turned on the whatever the thing is called, 638, the Netflix movie. I turned that on and I turned that on and I like fell asleep immediately. And I stayed down for like a long behind time. Um, so yeah, what else we got in the comments? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. My cruising family says, or Turkisha says, let me change the settings really quickly. 1 second. Turkisha says, listen, girl, jet lag ain't no freaking joke. That thing can have you in a chokehold and you could be fighting for your life. Next thing you know, you're counting sheep. Yeah. But my goal is like, I have like a day and a half to myself. So hopefully when the crew comes tomorrow, I'll be all set and get all my sleepies out. I'm feeling really good right now, so we'll see. Hopefully I can sleep through the evening, but I really didn't, like last night, I think I finally conked out like 3, and I think I woke up at like 11, and I like opened up the window to hit, like let the sun hit me so I can wake up. Yes, prayers for those folks, for sure. Hey, Armstrong Adventures. Chiquita says it's 6888. Yes, I turned that on, because I will say, the Wi-Fi in this spot is like Wi-Fi, and like the lady, I guess it's like at home, whenever I'm home, like I'm not able to like sit and watch TV. Like when I'm home, I listen to YouTube, but I'm not like sitting there watching TV, because I'm usually like, oh, that needs to be folded. Okay, don't break nothing. I'm like, that needs to be folded, that needs to be picked up. This video needs to be edited. So like at home, I find it hard to like sit and watch TV. So today, or whenever I arrived, I was like, okay, they had Netflix, like I'm gonna watch that, which was a cool, nice little touch, because a lot of times these spots don't have like TV that you can actually watch. So it's like, you watch BBC and then that's about all you get. So I can't even say I watched the 666. The 6 whatever thing, that watched me. For sure. Ken Hill says, hey, C, glad you landed safely. Hey, Ken, welcome in. Only Go Yo says, what are you cooking? Sorry, I missed you saying. I don't think I said it. So I'm basic. I'm cooking spaghetti. Because I was like, well, a few things. Spaghetti is my comfort food. Like, and I also buy a pack of chicken wings to do like a barbecue chicken situation, but everything tastes different. And you don't want to buy a whole bunch of seasonings that you like may or may not use. So it's kind of like, all right, let me go with what I know. So tonight I'm making spaghetti, and then I bought a pack of chicken just to have, because I'm like, maybe I'll be with the crew, maybe I won't, but I feel like I should have just one more meal in here that I can whip up. And I'm like scratching y'all because I think I have the windows open. It's like little mosquitoes that are getting me. So yeah, that's what I'm cooking today. We are having spaghetti, because spaghetti and mashed potatoes are like my comfort food whenever I'm traveling. I'm very predictable. If you ever travel with me, at some point I'm gonna have a thing of spaghetti, and another point I'm gonna have a thing of mashed potatoes. Alrighty, so what else we got here? I don't know if y'all have other questions. I'm trying to think. What else? So I got here yesterday. I conked out. I went to sleep. We have a really cool dude who drives us. So if anybody comes here, I'm more than happy to share his information with you all. So today I think I woke up at like, I finally got out of the bed. So I woke up at like 11:30. I got out of the bed around, what I say? I woke up at 11. I probably got out of bed around 11:30. That's what it is. Got out of bed around 11:30. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where all the things are. Cutting board. Here. I have all the accoutrements in this place. So when I woke up, I had like a really slow start to the day. And I opened up all the windows and kind of like let the sun hit me, like make me wake up. I had to do like some work stuff, like it's the end of the year and I had to like update my, what is it called? My speech therapy credentials. So I started doing a professional development. I started uploading a members only video. Members, if I can get the internet to cooperate, you'll have a video coming soon. And then I was like, okay, what do I want to do? And I was like, I don't want to do a whole lot, but I want to do something. Hold on, I'm looking for a knife. I'm looking for a cutting knife. So, where are big knives? They got everything in here. I love it. I really highly recommend this Airbnb. But where's the, I thought I saw cutting knives. Maybe I didn't. I guess I didn't. Okay, we're about to, I know I'm not supposed to cut things with a steak knife, but that's what's about to happen. Let me see in the comments really quickly. Keisha H says, I cannot even imagine eating spaghetti if I'm on the continent. You know what, Keisha H, funny story. The best spaghetti I have ever had, because literally, like, anywhere I go, I'm having spaghetti. Like, it's my comfort food. Like, I want to be comfortable. And I don't, like, order it the whole time, but I'm going to order it, like, 1 or 2 times. So, the best spaghetti I've ever had was in Zanzibar. In Zanzibar. They had some like kind of extra spice or something they added to it. It was amazing. Now, the worst spaghetti I ever had was in Ghana, which, to your point, like, you don't come to the continent to order. But they were so excited to serve me spaghetti, but it was not the best. It was trash. And not like, I'm not blaming them for it being like terrible, but they were excited about it. And I was just like, I don't know. It's just like whenever I go somewhere like out of town, I'm ordering a nice plate of spaghetti just one time. It doesn't, not the whole time. Like I have a friend who orders fries everywhere we go because she's scared of food poisoning. But like literally, I'm not worried about the food. Well, I am worried about the food poisoning piece. Not here though. Very like clean standards for like cooking in here. I've never had like a stomach issue. I think maybe one time we might have had like undercooked seafood and we were all like fighting for our lives on for the toilet. But most like the water here is good. Never had gastrointestinal issues. But it's just like a comfort food. I don't know what it is. But I'm like, I went to the grocery store, so in my head, I'm like, what do I know how to cook that doesn't require like oogobs and oogobs of like seasoning, spices, those kind of things. So I'm cooking myself some spaghetti. Who else you got? Oh, and instant ramen. Yeah, instant ramen is good too. But you know what? I don't think I've ever had instant ramen here, Keisha H. I'm trying to think. The one time, I'm trying to think that like the fanciest, not really fanciest, but like the most authentic I've ever had was like the Cape. What is it called? Like there's a specialty and I'm talking about in Cape Town in particular. I can't remember what it's called. I've had like their food. It's very close to Indian cuisine, which is not like the full, but like because Cape Town has like these very interesting influences because of where it's located, like in comparison to like Johannesburg. Cape, I can't remember what it's called, but I had it. It's kind of like Indian food, and it was okay. It was okay. But I was just wanting like a quiet dinner at home, so I'm like, what's quick and easy and cheap that I can make? The Fox's Den says, are you going to any restaurants while there? Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow we have a dinner reservation. But I will say like here, so Cape Town and Joburg and and Durban, I would say Cape Town is kind of like LA and like Joburg is kind of like a very black New York. Here there are a lot of seafood restaurants, and if you're not doing seafood, then you're doing beef, lots of beef. It's hard to find veggies, find fresh vegetables here. So those are kind of the things that you don't really get a traditional, like when I was in Ghana, you can go places and you're gonna have the fufu and all, and the what is it called? Like the Ghanaian Jollof and like the specialties. Here is kind of, or at least like the areas that we're like, particularly like this Campus Bay area is very touristy. So you're not getting like a traditional cuisine. But there's a spot that's in, there's a spot in Bocap. I can't remember. I went one time and it has a traditional, I can't remember what it's called, Cape Malin, Cape Mayan, I can't remember what it's called. But they have the more traditional like cuisine. I had it once. It tastes like Indian food, and it didn't like knock my socks off. But like for me to try to like reenact an African dish here, it's yeah. And then with the grocery stores I have, who else we have? TJ Dimensions says hello. Travel yesterday says 10 minutes later you'll find all the big utensils. Yes, after I'm done like searching for them, I'll definitely probably find them. Because I swore like last night in my head I was like, okay, I tried to order groceries last night and I forgot yesterday was Boxing Day, which is a holiday that Canadians, so December 26th is Boxing Day. So like a lot of people are off work on Boxing Day. And so when I arrived, I was like, where's all this traffic coming from? And they're like, oh, it's Boxing Day. So I was going to order groceries yesterday, but then I was like, it's going to take the drivers like forever to get up where I am because like it was traffic. Like I'm very close to the beach. So it was like traffic. And I was just like, I ended up ordering takeout. But I was scoping the scene because I was like, all right, I'm going to cook tomorrow. And I was looking around. I was like, I swore I saw big knives yesterday evening when I got situated. And then, I don't know, old people brain, whatever. Now I can't. Now I can't find like the big knife that I saw yesterday. So it's around here somewhere. I just misplaced it. Ken Hill says, oh, who is this? TJ Mrs. Spaghetti. I hear you, Keisha. Yeah, but it's also easier said than done. Like you come and find and see if you can find like all the ingredients that you need to make. Like I have some people I know here who like try to make things like collard greens. Like there's certain things you just can't find. But yeah, I also don't know how to cook traditional African dishes. Do y'all know how to cook traditional African dishes? Like, let me know. If you know how to cook a traditional African dish, let me know what you know how to cook. Let's see. Ken says, same here. I love spaghetti and chicken parm and spaghetti is on the menu. I'm getting it. Yeah. Like it's just one, like I just need one good pot. I need one good pot of spaghetti. I need one thing of mashed potatoes whenever I come places. Because it just kind of like, I don't know, it centers me. It's like my thing. It's my thing. Like I don't like do it the whole time, but I just need like one good pot. Keisha H says I'm sorry. Chavi FC says South Africans are definitely carnivores. Let's talk about it because we'll go places like we're going to this spot it's a spot in a township called I don't know if we're going to a spot in a township to party. I'll just say that. And they literally bring you out like platters of meat. And like the meat is just all heaped together and you don't know, like it's not the spot that you be like, is this beef, is this pork, is this like, they literally just heap it all on a platter and they're like, they cover with plastic and they deliver it to your table. And they're like, all right, like this is your thing. And if you ask for sides, they're like, okay, do you want fries? So, like, so even like I bought me some broccolini because I'm like, this is probably gonna be like the last veggies that I'm gonna have in a while because outside of like maybe a small side salad, they're very meat heavy here. So I'm like, let me get my veggies, let me drink some water now, get that in my system because it's about to be straight like meat, meat, and then seafood in some places. But even then you gotta be like a little, seafood I would say be careful because I think that the time that we had like a little bit of a runny stomach, it was because we had like a really seafood heavy day. I wouldn't say all seafood is like that, but it was just, I think maybe they had rushed through something, but we all, not we all, but like me and another homegirl, we had, like our stomachs were a little runny. And she was like trying to keep the party going. It wasn't working. Uh, but yeah. Who else we got in the chat? Keisha says you're definitely home there ordering groceries and cooking for yourself. Yeah, like I'm gonna be here a whole week. And we have like dinners, like we'll be out and about probably. Like tomorrow there's a dinner at a restaurant. So like I know eventually I'm gonna be in the streets. Okay, how do I turn this on? Look, now y'all about to see the real look. Am I really at home? I think that's to warm it. Hold on. That's the thing. Off. Is this the stove? There's the stove. Okay. Sorry. You have to like turn the little things on for everything. Oh shoot. Look, am I gonna be able to cook? I should have tested this out first. Let's see. KJ said, I'm just teaching, looking for a good old auntie to feed me from her kitchen. Yeah, Shakaya? Hi, Shakaya. Welcome in. Saying, hey. Yeah, I mean, I think we're supposed to be doing lunch or dinner or something in a township or one of these things. Y'all, I'm trying to figure out how to work the stove. I want y'all to see this. Like, look, does anybody know how to make this work? So you have to hit this to turn on the stove. The stove is now on, but it says, oh, that's off. Oh, okay. Plus, hit this timer. I'm like sitting here trying to figure it out. What button am I? Oh, that's my, let's turn it this way. What button am I supposed to push? I'm laughing at myself. I got it on. Look, we might not be having spaghetti tonight. We'll see. Because this stove looks complicated. I turned that one on. What other one goes which way? And it started beeping. Let's see, who we got? See, look. The stove is kicking your butt, ain't it? Because here's what I did. I turned this on. Because they do have like, so that now the stove is off and the oven is off. All right, I hit this timer. Maybe I'll, child. Okay, we're going to have to, hi, Jaretha. She says, does your host leave instructions for your things? Listen, they left instructions for everything. Like, there's instructions to get in the house. There's instructions for where to put coasters. There's instructions for how to call security. There's instructions for almost everything, except for this stove. And she's very responsive, so I'm pretty sure if I'd be like, hey, Tanya, like, can you help me? She would probably reach back out. It's probably something very intuitive that I'm not looking for. So much for cooking with C, huh? And none of the other buttons are responding. That turned it off the lock. That's back on. I just need to hold it longer. Child. That didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. This is like a total fail. Is it the bottom knob? Okay, let's see. Who's this Game Changer? Hey, Game Changer says, look, we're going to drink a little more. let's talk about, while we're drinking and trying to figure this out, what else do we have planned? So tomorrow will be the 28th. So I think my first friend arrives at like 8 a.m. Cam says, I don't even like electric stoves. I have a gas stove. Listen, Auntie, gas stoves make me nervous. Gas stoves make me nervous because I'm just like there's gas in a flame. And I'm like, I feel like the electric won't explode. Gas, I grew up with a gas stove. No, we are not microwaving spaghetti. Like, I can't microwave minced beef. Y'all are wild. Shakita B says, is it the bottom knob? I think the bottom knobs are supposed to be for the oven. Let's see. I think that's for the oven. I guess it's progress that I turned it on. That's for the oven. I think. Child. What is this? Is this the light? That's the light. Okay. It's on. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I guess this lady was like, ain't be no fires in here. Oh, y'all about to Google it for me? Y'all think so? I feel like this is embarrassing. Okay, let's see. We cannot microwave spaghetti because I have raw meat. It's not the bottom knob, Shakita B. So they are, okay, that turned it on. Who else we got? We're Brandon Stove. Thank you. Please ask AI. Okay, it's a Whirlpool. It's a Whirlpool Scott Saran, and it's a countertop, and it's electric. It's electric. TJ's destination is this makes for a great live. I'm glad you are enthused. I'm embarrassed. Woman versus stove. I'm gonna win. Game Tracy says, can you call the property owner? I can text her. Let me text Tanya right now. See, Keisha says, somebody get Tanya on the phone. Okay, let's see. Because these are for the, okay. I turned it on. I'm going to text, we got foreign cooking contraption. That is a great synopsis, Keisha H. It is a contraption because when you touch the buttons, it's supposed to come on. Only thing I'm able to do is work the lock. I turn the lock off. What does this do? We got it! Yes. Okay, so I had the lock. So once you turn the thing on, oh shit. Okay, wait. So once you turn this on, it locks it. But you do this. That is the power button. Ha. And then now I pick which one I want to do. Oh shit. Okay. But I need it more for a timer. I just want you to be hot and on. Child, we're going to see which one lights up. Look, who knows the fire department and who know how to call fire department in South Africa? Thank you. Thank you. Woo, we got it to work. Okay, there's some oil in this house already. The lady already had the oil because we need the oil. See, now I got to remember all the things are. There was some oil in here. Oil. So they got a little stash of things up here. I lost 4 people. Thank you for the 26 of y'all who are hanging in there watching this shenanigans, trying to cook in South Africa. So let me know if y'all have any questions about what we're doing, where we're going. Travel Yes, he sees your Julia Child moment. Shoot, I hope so. All right, it's getting hot. Look, y'all call the fire department in case this don't go right. The number is 021-438-2000, okay? Write that down in case I can't figure out how to turn the damn thing off, okay? Thank you for the hand claps. Keisha A says, see, if you were at Auntie's house, she would have the propane grill cooking this morning and ready to serve. Yes, but also Auntie would not be on time. Because I can tell you a good story about how we were in Ghana. We gave Auntie the money and bought some groceries, right? In Ghana. Let me turn this down. Can I turn this down? Child, it's all about to be hot. Like, I don't think there's no temperature control. In Ghana, we gave Auntie groceries and we gave Auntie money. And we gave Auntie those things around maybe 11 o'clock. We went out sightseeing. We came back to the little compound around, let's say, 9 p.m. Did Auntie have the food ready? No. Auntie had two fish cooked, and the rice was still boiling. So Auntie might be able to cook, but you gotta pack your patience. Where I can figure out how to turn the oven on faster than Auntie can figure out how to cook the things. Keisha H says, why she from midnight? I gave y'all a number to the fire department, okay? The fire department's number again is 021-438-2000, all right? Okay. If I say call the fire department, y'all call the fire department, all right? All right, so we gotta saute some veggies. I guess I need to, while the grease is heating. Now the issue is I can't turn down the heat. Oh, Jesus, my Lord. I'm scared. Should I get two pots going? So let me see if I can start boiling. Let me see if I can walk and chew gum at the same time. I need to boil some water. Oh. This about to be the smallest pot of spaghetti I've ever seen. Okay. She got a nice pot. Uh-oh, it's smoking. Oh, shoot. How do I turn it down? I want to turn it down, Jesus. Oh, okay. All right. We turned it down. That was a little intense. All right. I do like that they have filtered water in here. Okay, I don't know how much 90 is. Who can look up, what is 90 degrees? Is it 90 degrees Celsius? How much is 90 degrees Celsius? Somebody look that up for me. Because, still listening in, girl, happy you got it to work. Thank you, my cruiser family. So what they did was when you turn it on, they put the child lock on. Because clearly, I need the child lock to be on when I turn the stove on. Who is this? Ken Hill is laughing at me. Travel Yes says, how much was the Airbnb? This one was $1,600-ish for a week. And it's a nice spot. I can walk down to the beach 15 minutes, and I caught the Uber back because here's another pro tip. Don't believe Google Maps. Google Maps says that it's a relatively flat walk going down to Camps Bay. Lies, because it's nothing but hills. So while it's easy to walk down, I caught a Uber back up. It was like a 4-minute ride, but this morning my walk was this morning I got my exercise heading down to go to the coffee shop. Keisha H says, cook fast and no more sipping. Keisha H, don't be bossing me. Yes, ma'am. All right, so let's see how this goes. We about to put in the veg. Oh shoot. Okay. Okay. That's in there. We got filtered water. See if we can get this boiling. Jesus. What I want to salt my water. What's that? Hi, 26 people. My name is Carlene. I know, it's supposed to be a travel channel, but today we are cooking as I'm traveling, and I'm live here in Cape Town, my first day. So let me know if you have any questions. We had a little situation where I was trying to get the stove to work in my Airbnb. It's working now. I'm about to use up all these people oil. Um, and I'm here for a week. I might go out tonight. Let's see. So Keisha H says, cook fast and no more sipping. I'm gonna keep sipping. Oh, and I got my weapon of choice. Who else we got in here? No. Oh, thank you on the go with yellow, but I need Celsius, the reverse. So, Charlie, this is the next scene. The smoke detector goes off. Here's the funny part. There's no smoke detector in here. Don't you feel super safe? There is no smoke detector that I can see. I also have the patio door open. Let's see. Hey, Miss Bree Bristol, welcome. Oh, so on the go with yellow. I need 90 degrees Celsius. So I need Celsius to Fahrenheit. I need that conversion. Because 90 degrees is 32. No, I need this. I need, how much is it? Wait, did I not turn? I didn't turn the burner on. Shoot. Okay, the burner is now on. I don't know what I'm hitting. We want it hot. I don't know what that means. What's OH? IO. No. Okay, that ain't it. What it mean when the thing say OH? That ain't supposed to be it. Jesus. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm putting on 9. That look right. Travel Yes We See says I need popcorn. Hey, Bree Brizzle, welcome in. I need the opposite though on the go yellow. I need, what is 90 degrees? 90 degrees Celsius. How much is that for what's the name called? Fahrenheit. I need the other conversion because I think it's showing me 90 degrees. I turned it down to 40, but I feel like it needs to go up. Uh-oh. This one needs to go up. And then this one. I'm going to have it down pat before I leave. I know that much. Y'all laugh at me if you want to. Wait, this one about to heat up, ain't it? Oh, shit. That's the wrong one. Okay. I want this one. I don't want you to turn on. I want you to turn on. There we go. Okay. All the things are hot, Jesus. Okay. All right. Where is the fire extinguisher? The fire extinguisher is over here in the corner, I think. Nope. Yes. So we do have a fire extinguisher. Holy Spirit, activate South African fire extinguisher. Oh. Uh-oh. All right. We got a fire extinguisher. I'm super safe. Okay. But we're not going to need the fire extinguisher, all right? Y'all got to be sending up non-fire extinguisher vibes for me today. All right, who else we got in here? I went all the way to the bottom. All right, we're going to saute these veggies. Oh, that was the thing. Okay, let's go down to the chat. We got the fire extinguisher chat. This has been very entertaining. I can't wait to see the finished product. Listen, me too. What are your plans for the week? Oh, thank you on the go, yo. So 194. 194. Is 194 hot enough to cook with? It seems like it's sauteing the vegetables. Oh, shit. And then this one's still going. I need to turn you off. Turn off. Turn. I don't want you on. Because that's how you burn yourself. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. What are your plans for the week? Travel questions. Okay. So my plans for the week are tomorrow the friend group starts arriving. So the first group of friends arrives. The first friend arrives at 8, okay, in the morning. And so she's coming here. And I think we're gonna like go to like a little beach club or situation that I've been looking at. But then the other group, so the friends are already like technically here. So there's some people who are already in Johannesburg, which is like a 2.5 hour ride. And then, so the people who are in Johannesburg are coming down here around 5 tomorrow afternoon. I have a friend who stopped in, where did she stop? In Geneva, Switzerland, I believe. So she'll be here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Why are you moving like that? Calm down. Okay. I still don't know how to turn this one off. So I think tomorrow she and I will probably go to like a beach club or something like that, get drinks, and then we'll wait till the crew gets here. Then we'll probably pop over to their house, and then we have dinner tomorrow somewhere at a restaurant, and then we'll see what the night holds. I might go out tonight myself because I'm kind of like, it's Friday here. Y'all see this? I don't know why. You see this pot jiggling? Is it supposed to do that? So, I did not mean to, I accidentally deleted somebody's message. I did not mean to delete your message. If I deleted your message, I hit that with a fat finger. So, hanging out. Then, tomorrow will be the 28th. Then basically, for real, it's like nothing but like partying, sleep, party, sleep, party, sleep. And then New Year's, we're doing like a boat thing. So yeah, I don't know why I keep calming this pot down. I feel like the ancestors are speaking through this pot here. Because I stop, I let it go, and then watch, it'll start shaking. Who else we got? Okay, so that's 194. If it's 194, it probably can go up a little higher. Just a little, wee bit higher. Who else we got in here? On high, maybe. It wasn't high enough. But I think now I'm cooking at a decent temperature. Probably time to add the hamburger. The best question is how to shut it down when you're done. I know how to turn it off, Gina. This is the off button. Because literally, like, because they have this thing in South Africa called load shedding. So basically, like, they create the energy for electricity. Like, electricity ain't just like how it is at home. Well, I mean, I'm probably pretty sure it is how it is at home, where you just like flick a switch and you're going. Like, they're very conservative electricity. Literally, there'll be like periods of the day where they'll shut off the electricity for like 2 hours, 3 hours to conserve in different parts. So they're very much like, like right now I don't have the air conditioner on. I just have opened up the windows because the less electricity you use, the less likely that your power will go out. Same thing for water. Like, don't let the water just run. Like, I brush my teeth, turn off the water. It's kind of like being in the Caribbean. Like, they have a cistern somewhere. So it's kind of like showers got to be hot and fast. Otherwise, like last night, I took a really short shower, but like within the not even 10 minutes, like I started feeling the hot water run cool. So that's kind of like normal for here. Your bigger houses will have more like, what is it called? Facilities and all that stuff. This is it's a good apartment, but like you can definitely tell it's run on like just certain things. They do have a backup generator though. So like when load shedding happens, I won't be in the dark. There's a backup generator in here, which was something that was very purposeful when I got this Airbnb. Because the last time I came to South Africa, I stayed in a place without a backup generator. And y'all, when I say I almost thought I was stuck in the elevator, I was like, literally I got on the elevator, it shut down, and I had to wait for the backup generator to kick in. I was like, So I made it a thing for this trip, I was making sure that there was a backup generator. Particularly since I'll be like Coral Springs, Florida. Since I'll be in here solo dolo in this place. So I was like, let me at least have some backup entertainment. All right, I'm looking for a plate. Let's see. Who else we got here? It's a wall switch to shut the whole thing down. Yes, there's a wall switch. We know how to shut it down. Coral Springs, Florida. Hold on. Let me see. Why would Coral Springs be? Who is Coral Springs, Florida calling me? Huh? They didn't leave a message. What time is it there? I need to look. I know I have a client on Carnival. 1 second. Make sure everybody is okay. I have clients who are getting on Carnival Glory today, so I want to make sure that they are all set. Because I think Coral Springs, Florida, that would be the Miami area. Make sure it's not Carnival calling me. But anywho, let me see. Let's make sure they're good to go. One second. Who is this? Okay, cool. We're good. Alrighty. It's time to get the meat going. And let me get back into the chat. Alrighty. What y'all got to say? Let's see. Reese Nunn says, hey, see, you're in Cape Town in Africa. Yes, Reese Nunn, I'm in Cape Town, South Africa for a week. And then I'm heading to Doha to get on Celestial Journey to do a, what is that called? A Desert Days 7-night cruise out of the Arabian Gulf. So I'm looking forward to that. Reese Nunn says, this is Ghost in that pot. Look, don't be saying that, Reese Nunn. Particularly not on this continent. That believes in all the spirits and all those things. Child, don't play with it. TJ says, the pot is shaking because the bottom is not flat. The motion of the boiling water is making it Harlem shake. Okay, because I'm like, I keep stopping it and it keeps going. It's 2:32 East Coast time. Thank you for that. I wanted to know because they should be born in Carnival Glory. So I just texted to make sure they were okay. I saw a call from Coral Gables, Florida, so I wanted to make sure my clients were A-okay. Hey, Liam said, hey, see, I hope your Christmas is good. It was. I had a great Christmas in the Q Suite, and we talked all about that at the start. Really decent service on the way in. It was okay on the second leg, but I was able to lay flat and come in semi-rested. Liam speaks to everyone in the chat. Recently says there's a washer and dryer in the kitchen. That's different. Yeah, so like there's a whole, we're working on like, this is an apartment. So like literally you have like a living room and it's just like me. So it's good space for me, but washer and dryer are in here. And there's like particular things you got to worry about for the dryer. So like they prefer you to hang dry your clothes versus use the dryer. I can use the dryer, but it just being mindful of like sucking up electricity. But it's cool and comfy. I enjoy this little spot. And focus are speaking. Liam says, what time is it in South Africa? It is 9:35 p.m. 9:35 p.m. here in South Africa. So what I did today was I went and got some coffee, and then I got a cocktail, I got a glass of wine, watched the sunset, and then I went grocery shopping before the grocery store closed. And now I'm cooking dinner, and I'm wide awake. So I might go out tonight. We'll see. But I'm in here cooking spaghetti, so I'll just have some like food for when I'm like in the house coming and going. I didn't even bother like getting like breakfast food because I know as soon as they get in town, it's gonna be like wake up in like the afternoon and just go. Yep, we're 7 hours ahead of you, Liam. Yep. All right, let's season this meat a little bit. And I love they already have a few little groceries left here, or at least seasonings. This ain't gonna be the best spaghetti in my life, but it's gonna have to do. So we were talking about what else am I doing? Trying to think. I've been to all like the major landmarks. So I don't think I'm gonna like do that. Liam says, did you get this spot on the Airbnb? Yes, I did get this spot on Airbnb. Yep, I did. I was kind of like, my friends are staying in a house like close by, but they're staying for 2 weeks. So it didn't make sense for me for the price that they were quoting to be in the house for, literally I would have been in the house for 4 days. And the price that they quoted me would have been the price I got this Airbnb for. So I was like, I might as well just have my own like space for a whole week than like 4 days in a hotel. So I am here on Airbnb, which, and now I can't turn this one off. So who else we got in here? So yeah, so y'all, I'm gonna wrap up this live. Thanks for tuning in. I hope I answered like all the questions about like what the first day in South Africa is like. I might go live again when we are possibly hanging out in the township, so you can see like a different vibe, or another day probably. But I just wanted to kind of like have a little quick time because I'm like, my friends are coming. So like this will be my last night of like cool, calm, and rest. And then before like really hitting the ground and running. But if you haven't been following me on Instagram. I've been posting updates about the things I've been doing, those kind of things when I've been around town. So follow that. It's CVC on IG. If you are interested in booking like any of your cruise vacations or travel, or you have just any questions in general that you're like, hey, I have some thoughts about traveling somewhere, want your opinion, feel free to shoot me questions. More than happy to answer for free. But yeah, so all right, I'm gonna make sure I don't burn the flat down. But it's CVC. Thanks for coming to chat with me. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Happy New Year.